Hello everyone, thanks for joining us for the media launch of the third running of the Mouttet Invitational. Unfortunately, I couldn't be with you in person today. However, I had to present somehow. We had a dream to put on a race at Cayman spot that could stand alongside any of the popular global races. The team and I sold the vision to the Mouttet family, who believed in it and came on board for the first stage in 2022, allowing us to offer then the largest purse ever in the English-speaking Caribbean. That year was a great start. The local racing community, the punters, fans and sponsors came out and we saw our vision come into reality. By year two, even more people started to believe in the vision. The Mouttet family offered an even bigger purse and we had overseas entrants and jockeys, more sponsors, and perhaps our proudest moment of year two, the race was broadcast live on Fox in the United States. Thanks to our friends in Naira for brokering that partnership. Of course, with that trajectory, just know that we expect even more for 2024. The Moutets have already confirmed an even bigger purse, and we have decided on our theme for the infield. Yeehaw, the Wild Wild West. And I know our sponsors are excited to come back on board and be a part of what we know to the best staging of Mouttet Mile Invitation. See you on December 7th.
I want to publicly thank Donovan White and his team at Jamaica Tourist Board, because I'm sure they see a lot of proposals from a lot of different places. And I want to thank them because they had to take a leap of faith, and they took a leap of faith and came on board. And the support that you gave Donovan for yourself and JTB was really appreciated. We only had one problem, we needed another zero on the number. And we hope that for 2024, we'll get another zero on the number. But it's important because if the experts at the Jamaica Tourist Board and their team can see the potential of what a day of Caymaners is like, then it tells me to convince the rest of the ecosystem here and internationally is not going to be that great of a challenge. And our theme this year is Western. I want to thank the team for coming up with it. This is also another aspect to the day that has gotten a lot of support, especially for those that come in costume. Please don't laugh at me. But again, it helps to move the day to another level. Last year, we had an impromptu performance, and I want to thank him, Beanie Man, and it showed another level because for the first Mouttet Mile, nobody wanted to leave after the racing. So it just shows the power of what SVRL, SVL, Jamaica Tourist Board, Sandals, Flow, Main Event, all of those sponsors, right, that they came together, that this was the magnificence of what we can do. And we think for 2024, we're going to move it next level, not just in terms of the entertainment and what is on offer. I want to thank the Mouttet family because on the spot, they increased the purse to 250,000 US. And based on the information I've received so far from the team at SVRL, it's very likely that we will get significantly more overseas entrants. And I want to close by thanking somebody that really made a critical part of the vision come true and finally shed any issues they have. Dennis Smith and his team that realized the importance and actually staked their money and found a horse and brought it to Jamaica. And his horse, Rough Entry, I believe it was, won the Mouttet Mile. He's in the audience today. I want to tell him thanks. Why am I congratulating Dennis? Dennis saw the opportunity, and when Dennis' horse won, I didn't tell him this story, but there are many other people that had multiples of the investment that Dennis and his team, including Crichton, had. And they were shocked when they realized the type of money that these guys put up. And I said, but I have that. So I said, why didn't you buy a horse? And so far, my intelligence shows that if Dennis is going to try that again, he needs to double up because a lot of the people locally are doubling up and tripling up. And as I said, I expect that there will be other foreign horses that will be coming. So Dennis, I wish you well. I hope that you win this purse again because it would mean that they're going to raise their game to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming out this morning.
Thank you, Chairman Peart. Just like to ask a quick question for the non-SVRL people. Which horse won in 2022? All right, so that's, if you can answer that before the end of the program, you get something special. You never know. All right, so the next gentleman is an important part of the team, and he has concretized a lot of the relationships that you see, online and otherwise. And, we think that these things are important. So all the various connections with regards to NIRA and so on, Christopher Wills, our VP of Operations, has been critical to those relationships. Let's welcome him.
Morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
All protocols observed. Today, I'd like to thank you for joining us here for the media launch of the third running of the Mouttet Mile Invitational. It's truly a pleasure to stand before you as we share in the excitement and enthusiasm that our team feels as we embark on this journey for yet another year. When we first conceptualized the idea of hosting a race day at Caymanas Park that could stand shoulder to shoulder with most of the prestigious events on the global racing calendar, it seemed like it was an audacious dream. However, with the approval of our board, we set out to turn this dream into a reality. Of course, every ambitious endeavor requires the support of dedicated partners, and we were fortunate to get the backing of the Mouttet family, who not only shared our vision, but also provided the crucial support which was needed to kickstart this incredible journey. Their belief in our vision enabled us to offer the then largest purse ever in the English-speaking Caribbean. Since then, after the first staging of the Mouttet Mile, I think it's fair to say the race, named in the honor of the biggest sponsor, has become the most anticipated race day in the Caribbean. It has raised the bar for what is possible, and for a standard we can deliver right here in Jamaica. The success of the first year was just the beginning. With each passing year, more and more partners have rallied behind our cause, believing in our vision and contributing to its realization. Last year, we welcomed several new companies to our growing family of the Mouttet Mile sponsors. I'm pleased to see some of you here today, which should be a good indication you'll be back on board. We saw an even greater turnout with overseas entrants and jockeys adding an extra layer of excitement to the proceedings. One of our proudest moments last year was when we achieved the live broadcast of Mouttet Mile on Fox Sports in New York. In December 2019, we made history as a company and a nation, successfully transmitting our signals to the shores of North America, allowing patrons to wager directly on our product. Since then, we have expanded to all major platforms, including TVG, ExpressBet, NairaBets, hotels, casinos, wagering centers, as well as prominent racetracks to include Gulfstream Park. Despite these successes, we have remained proactive and forward-thinking. Broadcasting Caymanas live racing on a US-based television network, such as Fox, marked a significant milestone, a distinction enjoyed by only a few tracks today. I must extend a heartfelt gratitude to our partners at NIRA for their instrumental role in securing such a partnership. Of course, the reward for good work is more work. Having set our own bar of excellence last year, we must surpass it this year. As we look ahead to 2024, I'm thrilled to announce that the best is yet to come. The Mouttet family has once again demonstrated their commitment to the race day by offering an even larger purse. As mentioned by Chairman Peart earlier, it's now in the tune of $250,000 US. Our team has already begun the work behind the scenes, planning every detail to ensure that this year's staging of the event surpasses all expectations. From the thrilling races on the track to the vibrant atmosphere in the infield, we are pulling out all the stops to make the third running of the Mouttet Mile Invitational an unforgettable event. To our sponsors, whose continued support is invaluable to the success of this event, I extend my sincerest thanks. Your belief in our vision inspires us to reach new heights year after year. Let's not forget one of the highlights of the day, the theme. As mentioned earlier, we strive to infuse the Mouttet Mile Invitational with a unique, exciting theme that adds an extra layer of fun and spectacle to the festivities. I'm excited to state yet again that this year's theme is the Wild, Wild West. So dust off your cowboy boots, put on your Stetson hat, and get ready to mosey on down to the Caymanas Corral for the third running of the Mouttet Mile Invitational. Saddle up and join us for an exciting time on December 7th. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, Chris. So you're not allowed to send me text messages or notes for the winning horse, all right? So we'll figure that out. But I'm happy to see the participation, which means you're all paying attention. And of course, we'd like to thank all our partners, some of whom in the first year took a little while, but then by year 2, and then for year 3, we're expecting great things. So we now have a recording from our title sponsor, and Christina Mouttet, the granddaughter of the senior Mouttet, will represent. Please zoom your eyes to the screen.
The excitement, the beauty, what can I say? Mouttet Mile 2023 is really the event that everybody should definitely be at.
Hello everyone, I'm Christina Mouttet and I'm so excited to represent the Mouttet family today in the media launch of the third running of the Mouttet Mile Invitational. This event is very special to us and we're so thrilled to be a part of the biggest day in Caribbean racing. We believe in the power of sports and as longtime fans of horse racing and owners of
Come on, clap again. Some serious investment they have made in horse racing in Jamaica. All right, so it's important that we know what's happening, how well the track is being prepared, and so on. And this gentleman, Denzel Miller, our racing secretary, will come and explain the conditions for this Grade 1 race. Let's welcome Denzel.
Thank you very much. Morning, everyone. Now for the excitement. Of course, the Mouttet Mile Grade 1 event. Purse, $250,000 US. The distance a mile or 8 furlongs. The basic weight to be carried by the colts and geldings, 126 pounds. Fillies will carry 121 with some additional conditions which will be released later today. The distance of a mile is no small feat of winning anywhere in the world. Our track record is a very impressive 134 3/5 of a second, set by Wanting and Having way back in 1997. She was ridden by A. Baker. Her owners was Argyle Farms, and of course, Philip Fiani OD, the maestro, conditioned her. Last season, against all odds, Rough Entry set the new stakes record of the event, 138 seconds flat. He carried 126 pounds, Julian Leperoux in the saddle, owners Dennis Smith, Rowan Crichton, and Daniel Walters. Of course, Rowan did the honors of conditioning him. Now, the event for native bred and imported 3-year-olds and upwards, the maximum field is 16 horses. This year, we've made some adjustment to the conditions, and we've now added two new aspects to it. 10 positions will be reserved for horses domiciled in Jamaica before January 1, 2024, and we've increased from 4 to 6 positions for horses that are not domiciled in Jamaica before January 1, 2024. If there are no international entrants, which we doubt, the remaining positions will be filled by our locally domiciled horses before January 1st, 2024. This year, we've also added another sweetener to the whole event. We've introduced a win and you're in condition, where horses on the soil of Jamaica will be able to come into the race by winning 4 particular events, which we've stated here. The Jamaica Derby, set for August the 6th, the Philip Fiani OD Gold Cup in early October, the Jamaica Cup, and the Port Royal Sprint set for November, some 3.5 weeks before the Mouttet Mile. So for later today, we'll be releasing the full conditions of the race with the weight allotment. So stay tuned to our website so you can get more details on the 3rd running of the Mouttet Mile. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Denzel. Some very exciting things happening at Caymanas Park. And we're going to tell you in another way and date, but we're 65 this year. So come August, we have some very exciting things to happen. Our partnerships are clear, and our public and private sector groupings have supported us. So we now have Dr. Simone Martin-Shaw from the Ministry of Agriculture, the Veterinary Services Division. She will come and speak to us about the international entrant requirements. Let's welcome her.
Morning, everybody. I'm very grateful to be here this morning representing the Vet Services Division. As you know, we are here to support our stakeholders in whatever venture they may want to have. And in particular, this race, the Mouttet Mile. As you know, some of the entrants are international entrants and from North America. And we do have import requirements that are international standard requirements that must be met for animals to come into Jamaica to participate in the race. We're here, we're available for discussion. We are here to ensure that we can assist in any way possible. For persons who are interested in participating in the race, international persons. So we're always here to make sure that you know what the requirements are for entry, and we will continue, as we said, to ensure that we support our stakeholders going forward, not only for this race, but for whatever ventures they have going forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Our next speaker will come to us on the wave of riding One Love. February 14, Jamaica again became a household name in many countries across the world. And to date, I understand that One Love is taking over. So add horse racing to that. We're already into close to 150 cities. Chris was being modest when he was talking. You know, we're in close to 150 cities. We have 1.3 million homes in the region. You know, we had the Fox broadcast that really took us really global, 75 million more homes, and so on and so forth. So the proposition for the next speaker and his team is a win-win. And so I'd use the opportunity to welcome Mr. Donovan White, the Director of Tourism, to speak to us.
Good morning, everyone. Gary, did you not serve breakfast this morning? Oh, they didn't. Good morning, everyone. All protocols observed. First of all, let me say it is really a great opportunity to do events like these or to participate in events like these that aids in the diversity of the product that Jamaica puts internationally from a tourism perspective. And when I spoke to Carol yesterday, I said to her, why you want me to speak this morning? Because I'm going to say some things that you may not want me to say. But I'm going to say this, that we get so many requests for events every single day, every single week, every single month of every year. And I say to people all the time, when we say no, it really has nothing to do with, necessarily to do with the availability of funds. What it has to do with is whether or not it fits what our objectives are. And we have two simple objectives for doing events in tourism, particularly at the JTB. One, does it bring heads to beds? Does it bring someone on a plane that's going to make a hotel reservation? That's one. Two, does it give me an opportunity to exploit media for the benefit of Brand Jamaica? So those are the two very, very simple objectives of how we judiciously use the very limited funds that the government affords us to market this outsized, awesome brand called Jamaica. And so when Mouttet Mile came to us last year, I said to the team, are we going to meet objective one? And the room went quiet. And I said, well, okay, what do we do about media then? Since it is that everybody feels this is something that we should be involved in, can I exact some value for media? And so we took as Gary rightly says, we took the blind plunge of doing a type of event that we've never done before last year, because we took a leap of faith on media. And you see me scrolling, and I'm actually looking for some information. The success of this first attempt at doing this event was very resounding and very heartening to not just the investment we made, but the decision we took to participate. The Mouttet Mile Invitational 2023 generated some 685 earned media mentions across 8 countries. From the launch in April to the event in December, there was over 502 of these mentions. There's 502 of these mentions happened the week of the event. What is important, why I'm reading this or why I'm looking at this while I'm speaking to you, is the media value that Jamaica, the brand Jamaica, exacted from these 685 media mentions was valued over 90 million Jamaican dollars. 98% of the coverage received was either positive or neutral in tone, Less than 2% was perceived to be negative reporting, and these negative mentions were related to the potential injury of a horse in the Mouttet Mile, as well as social media comments on the Caymanas Park facilities. The majority of the coverage, 233 media mentions, were from media houses or individuals in Jamaica. The remaining mentions were from across 13 countries. Of the total, 233 of those mentions came in Jamaica or emanated out of Jamaica, 177 out of the United States, 14 from Venezuela, 10 from Canada, 5 from Turks and Caicos, 4 from the United Kingdom, 3 from India, 3 from Chile, 2 from Denmark, 2 from Nicaragua, and 1 each from Japan, Puerto Rico, Domrep, and Brazil. So, I like to use these kinds of stats because it makes my life a little easier when I face my board and they ask me why I spend that money to do an event in Jamaica that is pulling in mostly Jamaicans at the event. And so for us, the opportunity was about how we use the Jamaica brand to engulf an event that is in Jamaica, that is not probably likely to bring yet in our stage of infancy with the event, tourists to the event and to Kingston and to Portmore and to hotels. But in the meantime, it gives us another opportunity to diversify how we position Jamaica, one, but more importantly, how we position Jamaica in countries that are not necessarily huge tourism marketplaces for us. So it gives us that added value in terms of really opening doors and creating opportunities for more tourists to see Jamaica as a viable vacation destination. So with that, I wish for the event continued growth, expansion. It's great that the purse money is increased. That will certainly drive a little bit more attention, right, Heather? And I heard the theme from Gary, so it sounds like I'm going to have to go find myself a pair of cowboy boots and some cowboy hat and a frilly jacket, right, Gary? A Lone Ranger. Anyway, it's great to be here. It's great to see you all. And again, enjoy the rest of the day, the rest of the week.
Thank you, Donovan. No, we like to hear those figures, and also the sectoral debate will be presented today by the Minister of Finance. So we look forward to the additional zero on the check. All right, when it was announced last year that this gentleman who you'll see on video next will speak, I mean, it was a tremendous thing because here's this gentleman that has seen Jamaica on screen but has never come here. He has when he joined, I think he had like 44,000 followers on Twitter. And in less than 3 months since he has left, he's now at 49.7 thousand people followers. So Andy Serling came to Jamaica. He's one of the top announcers he's a top TV handicapper for the New York Racing Association. And all I can say, he had a ball. So we now have a message from Andy Serling.
Andy Serling from the New York Racing Association, coming to you from Aqueduct, but wishing I was back in Jamaica. The experience that myself and our team had in Jamaica could not have been better. All week we did so many fun things in Jamaica. Everybody is looking forward to getting back to Jamaica. The 2023 Mouttet Mile was an incredible experience. The whole day leading up to the race, the amenities of the racetrack, the people at the racetrack, we could not have been treated better, and we cannot wait to get an opportunity to come back to Jamaica. And the 2024 Mouttet Mile sounds like it's going to be even bigger and better. And under the direction of Solomon Sharp, I have no doubt that things will get better. Looking forward to 2024 Mouttet Mile, looking forward to a lot of experiences in Jamaica going forward.
All right. Before we close, we have a video that we'll use just to take you back so you know what existed and what's to come. So we'll now go back.
The excitement, the beauty, what can I say? Mouttet Mile 2023 is really the event that everybody should definitely be at. It's a big day.
Absolutely. The Mouttet Mile Day is now the premier day in the racing calendar.
Lots of excitement, international invitees. You're looking at international racers, international horses, international announcers. We're streaming on Fox. Wow, it's a big deal. Well, this is the Mouttet Mile, so we had to speak with a Mouttet. This is Mr. Nicholas Mouttet.
The racing is excellent today.
Listen, the excitement right here off track is just as palpable as what's happening on track.
It's an amazing feeling to look around, to feel the vibe, to watch the excitement, to watch the enjoyment, and more importantly, to understand what we've achieved as a group.
No, man, they can do better than that. I have to, you're making me get into my Miss Lou moment. So listen, we have about 60-something race days left for the year. We have a whole heap of things coming up. We have 196 acres of land that you can do anything, well, most things you want on, with our permission, of course. And we just want you to come to the track every Saturday for the rest of the year, Wednesdays when it's on holiday, and a few Sundays. And you went from an excessive force to a rough entry. Who will win 2024? My name is Carol Beckford. I want to thank you all so much for being here. Take your pictures, sign the checks. Donovan, I'm picking on you. We'll take a bigger check this year. And for the people who were here with us last year and 2022, come back, as like the Jamaica Tourist Board had said. And we want more for 2024. On behalf of the SVREL team, thank you so much, and we look forward to hosting you.